Hello. Today we have a much different type of a build than what you've seen in my previous videos. Of course, you can see behind me my Lego village and the various things that I've done there. What I'd like to talk about today is a special piece that I put together. This was actually for a friend of mine, and he wanted something to help teach his kids about American history. So I said, well, we could put something together. We could put together a Revolutionary War set. And so I went looking, and I was kind of surprised to find that Lego really doesn't have a whole lot about American history, perhaps because it's not an American company, maybe, or if you start talking about history, what history do you, in the world, do you concentrate on? So, in any case, it was a little bit of a struggle to be able to put together Continental and Redcoat armies, just because of the availability of pieces. So, what you actually see here are made up of various pieces, and for the history buffs out there, you might recognize this, or you might not, as the Concord Bridge. And before anybody gets too terribly worked up, I recognize that it's not completely historically accurate here, but that was part of what my buddy wanted. He wanted to be able to have the two armies, and we'd start with this one set, but then we would add to it various other battles or important events. And so the two armies would be interchangeable between all the different sets that that we would come up with over the years. But we started with the Concord Bridge. Many wooden pieces. I defaulted to reddish brown, and found that some of the pieces, in particular, the little struts on the side here of the bridge, weren't available in the colors and quantities that I needed. So I switched to the dark gray here, which gives you actually the appearance of a weathered wood. So it worked out pretty well. And we pulled up a couple of historic photos and found that the colors matched relatively well. And I'll give it a little bit of a turn here so you can see a little bit more of the detail. And one of the things you'll notice is that the scale of the bridge may not be one of those items that is completely historically accurate, because we are limited in with the number of pieces that we have and the size of the piece. As it is, this is two complete base plates, 32 stud square base plates. So the center one is the creek or the river that the Concord Bridge traverses, and then you've got the hillsides on either side. The other issue that I was dealing with was, rather than building up a huge base, it's relatively low in the center where the creek is, and then built up on the hillsides. Well, when I first picked up this piece, it flexed quite a bit around that center base plate, so it flexed to the point where I couldn't pick it up without damaging the bridge itself that crossed it. So what I ended up doing was reinforcing it with these blue pieces here, which kind of give the appearance of an undulating water. So it actually kind of added to it and worked out pretty well. This is a new method that I've been using lately to build trees, and it's worked out pretty well. It is a combination of, in this case, green and dark green pieces, big leaf pieces. I have used a combination of green and light green, which gives a little bit more of a spring-like appearance to a tree. And I think I'm going to save a discussion of tree construction perhaps for another time. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and give us a closer look of the piece. And of course, I'm not posting this until after Christmas because it is a present.